Hey everyone, and welcome to my next LP announcement. I'm sure many of you can tell what it is from the thumbnail, I'm sure you can tell from the title, I'm sure you can tell from the description, I'm sure your grandmother's neighbour's dog twice removed from the family's cousin has told you. But the next LP, for those of you who don't know, is going to be a Pokemon Storm Silver. Egglocke, yeah, Storm Silver, that's right. Storm Silver's, yeah, Storm Silver. Pokemon Storm Silver Egglocke, yeah, not Soul Silver, Storm Silver. So, it's probably going to be a bit hard, but I like doing the harder hacks at the moment. And I'm doing an Egglocke because I want to get you guys more involved, and you guys like Egglocks, and you guys can send me Pokemon, and you're like, oh, that's my Eevee. And then I end up killing it, you're like, ah, you killed my Eevee, unsub block. And then, you know, we all have a good time, generally. So, like I just said, I need eggs from you guys. Give me your eggs. In case you don't know how to do it, I'm sure many of you do know how to do it because you've probably done it for loads of other PokeTubers, but just in case you don't know, I'm going to show you quickly what you are going to need. So, down below is going to be a RAR file, it is going to have Pokegen in it, what you need to make the egg, and it is going to have a .dsv file, which is what you need to open up with the Pokegen. So, as you can see, I've got Pokegen open right here. Right, the way you are going to do it is you are going to, first of all, let me explain it right now before we get started. Your Pokemon that you send me have to be in their first stage form. So if you want to send me a Dragonite, you have to send me a Dratini. If you want to send me a Crobat, you have to send me a Zubat. And baby Pokemon count as well. So if you want to send me an Azumarill, you have to send me an Azurill. If you want to send me a Magmar, you have to send me a Magby. If you want to send me a Jinx, you have to send me a Smoochum, etc, etc, etc. That is the rule. If you send me Magmars and flipping Dragonairs and Crobats right out of eggs, they're not going to be used, they're going to be left in the box and never ever 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 touched or used at all. Second, no legends. I don't want any legendaries in eggs. So, there's that. So, let's get cracking. First thing you're going to want to do, file, open. When you do that, it will come up with something. It'll ask you if you want to do Heart Gold, Cell Silver. Just open up, just say, it'll come up here or something. Just do Heart Gold, Cell Silver, English, and press OK. Once you've done that, choose which Pokemon you want to send me. So, for the sake of this, let's just pick Abra since it's at the top. So, we've picked Abra. Next thing, give them a nickname. You have to give them a nickname. And it has to be less than 10 characters. So if you send me flipping Supercalifragilistic, I'm such a cool guy, Bodocious, it's not going to be used. You have to send me a nickname that is under 10 characters. For now, we'll just call it Swagiolo. And that's that. Leave it at level 1, that's pretty much important. Choose a nature, right. To get the, you can pick any nature you want for this. I don't mind, pick any nature you want. Just let it be, you know, whatever you want. Let's just pick, what's a good nature for an Abra, I don't even know. Mild, why not? Held item. Give it a held item if you want it. If it needs to evolve with a held item like a stone or something, particularly Eevee in this account. So if you're going to send me an Eevee egg, put the held item on it of what you want me to evolve it into. So Firestone for Flareon, Thunder for Jolteon, Water for Vaporeon. For Espeon, give it a, what should we do for Espeon? Give it a Moonstone. And for Umbreon, give it a, what can you give it? I don't know, for Umbreon just give it any other random item. So, there's that. Happiness, leave at 0. Leave it at 0. Do not change happiness, that is very important. If you do, it's going to take ages to hatch and I'm probably just not going to use it again. Ability, this is what I was going to say, I got ability and nature mixed up. It has to have a legal ability. You can do that by going on one of the websites in the description. You can use Maryland, Pokedex, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or you can use Cerebi, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Probably easier just to use Maryland because it's got like the actual Pokedex thing for it. It has to have a legal ability. I think Abra's is like synchronize or something, so let's find that. Synchronize. Has to have a legal ability. If it has an illegal ability, again, not going to use it pretty much. Right. Probably most important thing. You have to click egg at the bottom. You have to click egg. If you don't click egg, it won't be an egg. And then I won't use it. Definitely. 100%. You can click shiny. I don't know if it works. It doesn't always work all the time. If you can get it to work, fantastic. If not, grand. Right, next thing. Under Met. Met's not really that important. Just change it to game. Change it to Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I just haven't got one there at the moment. Location. Doesn't really matter. Pick anyone. Ball, again, doesn't really matter. Level, change that to 1. Date, doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Make sure this is checked as egg. If this is not checked as egg, it might mess up again. Stats. Right, I know many of you know what you are doing with stats. So, if you know what you're doing with stats, you can put in your own ones. If you don't know what you are doing with stats, just click random IVs, random EVs. Okay? And that'll do. Don't want anyone just putting in anything and giving me illegal Pokemon. If you don't know what you're doing, please just click these 2 buttons. If you know what you're doing, feel free to change it however you want. Attacks. This is also important. Again, you're going to need to use the Pokedex on Maryland or Cerebi. You have to give it legal attacks. The way I'm going to do this, it has to have its level 1 moves. If it has 4 level 1 moves, it has to have all of them. That's the rule. If it has 2 level 1 moves and there's 2 spaces, you can give it 1 egg move and 1 TM move. That's it. That's the rule. No multiple egg moves, no multiple TM moves. But again, it has to have all the level 1 moves. If it has 3, you can only give it 1 egg move. If it has 1 level 1 move, you can give it 1 egg move, 1 TM move. But do not give me Pokemon with a load of egg moves, no level 1 moves. Do not give me a load of Pokemon with level 1 moves missing and stuff, otherwise they're not going to be used. So for now, let's just put teleport on. I'm not going to show egg moves. Egg moves can be found, like, if you scroll down on the thing, they'll be underneath egg moves. If you can't find them, then don't use them and just give them the level 1 moves. That's pretty simple for that. Okay, so once that PP's fine, that should all be fantastic. This, again, doesn't really matter. You can just leave this as it is. Go back onto main, and you have to click this F up here. Once you've done that, click search, click on whichever one it is, and click OK. That's very important. Once you've done all that, and you've all got it right, right click on a random space and click set. If you've done it right, it will be an egg. Click on the boxes here. Do not click on the top row. If you click on the top row, then it's just going to make it a lot more difficult for me. If you just click on the boxes here, it'll be easier for me to move them across and stuff. Right, before I tell you how to save it, I'm saying this right now. You are limited to send me 3 eggs each. No more than 3. If you send me 6 or 7 or 8, I will only pick 3 of them. You are limited to send me 3 eggs each. You can send me 1 if you want, you can send me 2 if you want, and you can send 3 if you want, but no more than 3. If I need more eggs, I will tweet it out. You should all be following my Twitter anyway. If you don't have a Twitter account, go make one and follow me. It's UnlawfulExile, as always. If I need more eggs, I'll tweet it out, and then feel free to send me more only if I say so. But you can send 3 eggs. So, once you've done all that, and you've got all this, you go on File, you go on Save File As, and that won't come up because you'll be using my .dsv file. And then you save it as the .dsv, and you'll get a .dsv file and a .dsv.bak back file, whatever. Send me the .dsv file. Do not send me the one with .back at the end, otherwise it won't be used because it's just a hassle to put it on the Pokegen. It has to have .dsv at the end. And do not send me one that's .pkmn or whatever the hell it is. You have to save it as the .dsv file, which means you have to do file open and then open the Storm Silver DSV that I'll have in the description below with this Pokegen. Once you've done all that, send me the file, the .dsv. You can send it to my email, the same one we are using for the Wedlock artwork, which is unlawfulexile@hotmail.co.uk. That'll come up on the middle of the screen right now. And once you've sent that, fantastic. If it's not right or something, chances are sometimes I might send an email back and then I'll say try again, but sometimes I might not, depending on what mood I'm in basically. So please try and get it right on the first time, just to save me the hassle. And that's pretty much it. So, hope you guys send me plenty of eggs. I'm looking to get loads of them. And I'll see you guys for part 1 of Storm Silver. So, take care guys. Bye bye.